Like I've been getting all these text messages and everything.
Hi, Toy.
Good afternoon, fellas, or good morning, Arizona time. Yeah. How are you guys? You guys ready recording already?
Yeah,
Yeah, we are.
I couldn't log on. It kept asking for a password. I didn't know there was no
I
password.
know. I know. We're just talking about that. I don't know what the hell's going on with my systems. Everything I've got has just for some reason has gone haywire.
Yeah.
Everything I
Same
own.
thing. That's what I posted yesterday. It's like I can't get on CapCut. It kept freezing. Like my whole editing, it just froze me. I couldn't move forward, so I tried to do other things. And so yeah. So I wanted to since you guys are already live and recording, I wanted to say this offline, but um I really appreciate you guys. I know a handful of people bought and they don't utilize it. And just so you know, uh whether it's free or whether it's 1500, whether it's 500, the training is not the training. It's this right here. It's the one-on-one help, like the direct help because I've paid for most recent Nick Krem started with 500. His next level was 1,000. He's charging people 1,500 on the next level, and then another level after that. I bought Kristen Mayshore. Hers was freaking 23 a year. I bought Jonathan Zabrowski. His was like 30,000 for 6 months or 10,000 a month. So like I've spent money. I've invested in myself. I believe in all that stuff. And one thing I've seen from all these people and you guys, and that's the difference, is that it doesn't matter how much you pay or what you get. It's the teaching, it's the coaching, it's the mentorship. It's like when we're on like this, they teach at you. Like it's another course. They're not helping you individually. Like, yeah, you go through wins, but like you don't go through what you struggle with or what you need help with. And to me, that's the key. That's the goal to everything. Because like you don't see me now, but like I had a breakdown earlier. Like I'm just like I've never worked so hard. I put so much work in, you know.
Yeah.
So and it's been a struggle. So, but I want to share with you guys what I've done, you know. So just
Cool.
want I appreciate you
yeah.
guys.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Do you
Yeah.
care
No
if we
doubt.
use that as a testimonial reel?
I don't think he heard you. He said, "Do you care if we use that as a testimonial reel?"
No, not yet. Not yet. Mm, yeah. So let's keep going before I break down.
Show us what you got.
Okay.
And just so you know, I'm on the verge of breaking down too because I do not understand what is happening with my systems when I had everything set up perfect and all of a sudden it's all going haywire.
Okay. Yeah, let me share.
Who is that guy you said you were texting with, Andy, so I can take a look at that later?
Mike Convin, Convin.
Okay, thank you.
So can you see my screen?
Yeah,
Yep.
History of
Okay.
Phoenix is what we're seeing.
So let me go out. I did a lot, and there's a lot of there's a lot of stages I probably could do better. I need your advice of this. This
Okay.
part of the training is going to be like the gold asset. Like I know you're very good with CapCut and you talk about like speed and implementation and template. Like that to me is key. Like I know how to edit, but like I don't know how to do it good and fast. And like there's always struggles that comes along the way. And I think that's where a lot of people fail. The first part is not doing, and the second part is while you're doing, there's issues, and then there's nobody help you with that issue.
Right.
They just keep teaching at you. You know what I mean? So, so these are my recent drafts. These are everything that I've done. These are some intros, some outros, and some things I looked at. Um, these are stuff that some samples that I have started with. So these are the how of living in Arizona, starting with one. two, three, and they live in Scottsdale. There's one, two, three, and then I think there's other parts of Arizona I need to put four and five and six. But so, for example, let's start with this one. So this is part one. You see, like, where are you? Like it just, are you frozen or am I frozen or is just my cap cuts frozen? See,
Yeah, you
like
kept good.
it's just slow and like the past 2 days, it just like I'll work something really good. I get like 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, and then it freezes, and then I gotta go back and I gotta refresh and I get X out, and it was just so frustrating. See, like right now, I can't even press play. It doesn't even freaking play. So
Well,
then watch.
let
So
me
I'm
tell
gonna
you
ref.
what, just so you know, you're using the web-based version of that. I actually don't use the web-based version. I use the app, which I don't know if that makes a difference.
In this instance, where the problem I'm going through, I'm thinking it might, and that's the other issue. That was the other question I was gonna ask you because I have the app on my phone, but I use the web on my computer. And what I did notice, because I started working on my phone, and then when I got on my computer, it wasn't on my computer. It didn't sync. And so I had to keep doing more work and like the same over and over and over because it wasn't syncing.
Huh.
See, it's still not playing. See, I refreshed it and it's still not playing. I don't understand. So if I go out and let's try another video, maybe it was just that video. So what I'm really good at, and I really do enjoy video editing. I know I'm not a video editor. I want to be busy doing realtor work, but I do enjoy this part of it. I think this is a valuable skill. And there's parts of it I know I'm going to be really good because there's some creative parts of it and some fun parts of it that I enjoy doing. See this?
History of Phoenix.
Okay.
Phoenix has ancient roots, built on canal systems designed by the Hohokam tribe.
See? And then it just stops.
Huh.
It stopped on its own. I didn't even touch anything. It's still.
Fast forward to today. It's a tech-driven city, real estate, and sunshine.
So like that one part, for example, there, see that little glitch, like when I was editing, see that little glitch right there, it didn't say before it said this, and then after you do something, it didn't say that, and it's gone. Like this part is gone.
Okay, so the video that you pulled that from, where are you keeping those videos? Within
So
CapCut itself, or do you have it on an external drive or on your hard drive? Where are you keeping them?
so I'm getting all of that from here, from Canva. Canva has great.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like if so you're taking those videos, you're downloading them from Canva, obviously, right?
Yeah, and then download it to my computer.
Okay, so you keeping them on like say on your desktop at your computer?
It's in my drive.
Okay. There's a reason I'm asking you that is because the a lot of times whenever I go into CapCut, it will tell me like let me see if I can get it open. I just tried to open mine. I hadn't opened it in a day or two, and it's telling me it's got to be updated and it won't let me do it. But anyway, I use the app, and the reason I use the app is because I keep a lot of stuff stored in there, like some of the stuff that I use on a regular basis. So, um, let me show you what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna,
so I after I download my computer, I do store it in CapCut. So see all these right here?
uh-huh.
These are all my B-rolls, all my videos. So I do save it on the
So what I'm telling you is I was using it, number one, I think the reason you're seeing some lag time is because you're using the web-based version of it, and you've got all that stuff that you got open working in the background,
I think so.
and I think that's what's slowing it down. So if I was you, I would use the app, and let me tell you why I say that is because even like sometimes I'll use here I'll get quick
So
quick
is this the
quick
app?
quit sharing your screen and I'm going to share mine. I'm going to show you.
Okay.
Are you on a Mac or are you on a
I'm
Microsoft?
on a Lenovo.
Okay.
That's a Mac, right?
No.
No, no, that's a PC.
Yeah, that's a PC. So
Yeah,
I'm
Mac
on a
is
Mac. So
Apple.
this may look a little different than what yours is, but
Yeah.
I'm going to show you anyway. So this is what my app looks like. And the way I got this was I went to my app store and downloaded CapCut. So I have an actual app. So when I go in here, you see I can screen record, I can do video translator, I can do longs to shorts. But this is what I was going to show you. So even though I have some of these things stored, I don't keep anything on my computer to clutter it up. I use external hard drives. So when I open this video up to edit it, see how it's telling me there that none of these videos are available anymore because it's not linked. They're not linked. And I can link the media if I know where the file is being stored. So I don't need to. I've already edited that video, but you can't play any of that. But that's what I'm telling you is I think you're running into problems on your using the web part of it, the web-based version of it, is because it's taken so much time to find that file. So what it's doing is it's trying to find the file. So what I have been doing is when I go in here and say create a project and I drag in a video. So it doesn't matter. Let's just pick a video. Let's say um here, I got one right here. All right, so see right here, you can see it working. Can you still see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see it working right there where it says proxy and it says 11, 12, 13, 14, 15%. What that's doing is it's uploading the file. It's into CapCut. So it is uploading this entire video. If I went in and I could technically edit that video before it got uploaded. But if I did and tried to export it, it doesn't know where the file is. So it slows everything down. So what I'm saying is you need to slow down and take a little time. And if I was you, I would quit using the web-based version of it and use this app. If you can get it downloaded on your computer, it's going to make your
So,
life a whole lot easier.
okay. So let's say, for example, you have yours right there. So you would create project, right?
Yeah, so here's what I do once this is done. Let's let it finish running and I'll show you.
And then the other question before I forget is that because I have all those batches, CapCut doesn't allow more than 3,000 characters, so you have to do batches. So after my batches, I don't know how do I put those batches together to make one full long video.
What do you mean it doesn't allow more than 3,000 characters to do what?
So when I started the video, I used the script to video because the script to video is really good. It has the text and it has the B-rolls for you ready. And then you just go in and you all adjust it and change it.
Okay. So
So I guess that's my process. I don't know, maybe you should maybe could share me your process, but that's how I was doing it, and that's how I understood, and I know how to do it.
well, let me show you what I do from start to finish. Just so, all
Right.
right. So I have a video here. This is just a raw video. Okay. This is an interview that Aileen did
My
with.
name is Eileen Cochran. I am with
I can't see your screen. I just see the other screen, the old screen you had.
It says screen sharing is paused. Why is screen sharing paused?
They're still on the create project.
Like I said, I can't get anything to work right. Okay, now you should be able to see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this video right here is just a video that Aileen actually did a video with this lady at EXPCon. Okay, so I haven't had a chance to edit this video and put it up on our channel yet. But so what I do, this is my process from start to finish when I bring this. I bring in a raw video, and then I already know from me doing this 1,000 times, I already know that I have a intro video that's going to go in from the start. So I just take that, I drag it down on the timeline, and then I will usually make this track height a little taller and I'll extend it out so that I can tell, what I'm looking at. If you are a real estate agent, then when you play it and you are tired of cold calling, door knocking, paying for ads that flat out don't work, or just
So this is your intro.
yeah, this is our intro for our agent attraction site, for our agent attraction channel. And we are hoping.
So how did you come up with your intro video?
So let's get started. Do what?
How did you come up with your intro video? What should be a good one?
I just took pieces that again, that's for agent attraction, so that it's different from our production channel, from our OBA living. So this is just
So
it's
let's say I
just
want to create a outro for me or somebody new watching this. What should I do and how should I go about it?
so for us, we just did like that's a totally different that's a totally different thing. Hold on, let's take one step at a time. Again, I'm gonna show you how I do this video. So I've got the intro video in there, then I go back to my imports and I know that I've got this video here. I just take it and drag it and drop it on the timeline. Then I want to listen to it to make sure it started.
Hi, my name is
That the volume is pretty much in tune, is in close. And then right here is a cut, so I want to take that out. And then that was just Command B that cuts the video. I think I do want to take the volume up just a little bit.
Hi, my name is Corinne. I am with EXP in the Boulder, Denver metro area.
But I'll go through this and I'll take out, see how on the timeline, you can see these big pauses here. You got blank space right there, blank space right there. I'll usually watch the video all the way through, but then I will go through and cut those pauses out. Now, CapCut will do that for you automatically, but I don't like that because sometimes it cuts out necessary words or necessary pauses. So I'll watch it and cut out all the pauses. And then you go all the way to the end.
You think you can be successful?
I'm showing you the Cliff's Notes version of this, okay? So after I've done editing the video and I got it exactly like I want it, and I go back to my presets. So here I know that this is all the stuff that I've done beforehand. I know that this clip right here is exactly 15 seconds. See, it's 15 seconds long because this is going to be my end card. And I want that to be the same thing every single time. I've also got music that plays on that end card, which is that. It's the same music every single time. So I'll drop that on the timeline, line it up with my end card, just like so. Cut that, delete that, and then this is what the finished product is going to look like. Then I come back and I add in I'm just showing you the real quick version, okay? And then I'll answer any questions you got. But so then I want this to look a little flashy when it comes in.
Hi, my name is Eileen Cochran. I am with EXP.
And then I'll take my green screen, put it right here because I know what this is. Remove the chroma key background. I move the like and subscribe over here.
In the Boulder, Denver metro area.
Once I get that like I want it, I'll copy that. And I'm going to take it about halfway of the clip. And then I'm going to paste it right there. And then I'm going to take it to the end of the clip. And I'm going to paste it again, just like so. So now I've got all my like and subscribe and all that within the video without actually saying it. And this is what the video looks like. If you are a real estate agent and you are tired of cold calling, door knocking, paying for ads that flat out don't work, or just tired of not knowing how to generate leads, then this is the channel for you. We are 4 rockstar agents who have come together to help fellow agents achieve financial freedom as well as location and time freedom. My name is Andy Hollis, along with my partners Aileen Fountain, David Doran, and Tim Hollenden. Together, we have over 50+ years experience and knowledge of the real estate and sales and training industry, and we are hoping to pass that knowledge on to you. So let's get started.
Hi, my name is Eileen Cochran. I am with EXP in the Boulder, Denver metro area. And I'm here with Aline with the Freedom Team to talk about some of the
And that's it. That's a simple cut. That's as much as I'll probably do to that video, other than cutting out the blank spaces. And then I export that video, and then I delete all this stuff that I've done to it. I'll delete it as soon as it's done because I don't want to take up space in CapCut. It makes it faster when you don't store a whole bunch of videos within the memory of it. So I clear the memory out after every edit.
Where are you saving it?
I save it to my desktop, and then when I'm done, I'll show you. And then I have an external hard drive. So let me see if I can share that with you. So I have an external hard drive here that is called Agents of Freedom, and I store all of my YouTube stuff right here. See where
So
it's
much
got.
memory, so much different things. Do you ever go back to that?
Yeah, I do sometimes, because I keep everything here, but you can see it's got, I'll show you one that's even more complicated than that. And this is
Is that all online that you're saving, or is that a drive,
it's an external hard drive.
external hard drive?
Yeah,
So
I think I've got two of them that are like 4 GB a piece. Um,
four
but
gigabytes.
yeah, I'll show you. They're about 300 or 400 bucks a piece. But you can
Oh,
see this
okay.
one, OBA Living, and see here. I mean, I have tons and tons and tons of videos in here, and I keep everything. When I tell you that I'll keep everything, just like some of these earlier videos that I've done, you can see I've got all the thumbnails in here. I've got, I mean, everything.
You're
I
very
literally.
organized. I am not that organized. That's I need that.
Well, let me tell you what Michael Reese says, and he and Tim will attest to this because he preaches this to us every time we go to his facilities for training. He has the same catchphrase every single time. The most organized wins. Does he
Yeah,
not say that, Tim? Every time.
I
The
can
most
see that.
organized wins. So what
Okay.
I'm telling you is the reason. I think the main problem you came here with today was the fact that your cap cut was slowing down and was dragging, and you wasn't able to do stuff with it, and that's the reason why it's cluttered. You're gonna have to clean it out.
How do I?
Is there a version for a PC that's an app?
That's what I'm asking GPT right now. How do I download
We're going to
GPT?
have him buying a Mac before we're done today.
I
Hell
know.
no. Hell no. Not freezing in hell.
I can't live without my Mac.
I used to say that too, Toy, but I would never go back to a PC.
No.
Yeah.
God, Mac is just so much easier.
I know. I just hate that uploading, downloading, and like just keep on like I don't know. So it says, yeah, there's for paid users. Microsoft Store. Okay. I'll look into that. But it's weird. That's one thing I noticed because the web wasn't linked to my app on my phone. So if the app on the computer probably would link to the app on the phone because the web's not the same.
Yeah, and I don't really know how to answer that for you because with the Mac, everything's synced. I mean, so like
Yeah.
I have
It's linked to your
my
phone too, right? Your phone and your computers.
everything.
Yeah.
I've
See,
got
that's what I
two.
liked. That's what
And
I
your
I
liked.
actually
iPad.
I actually have two phones. I have two
Yeah.
iPhones, and then I have my Mac Mini. I have an Apple laptop that I carry everywhere. I have an Apple iPod Air, and then so then I've got Apple TV in every bedroom. Literally, I've got it everywhere. So, and they all sync to everything. So, you know,
Come to the other side.
But that's another discussion for another day.
Yeah,
correct.
right.
That's right.
Okay. So
But I think that might solve your problem is to and let me show you. Hold on. Let
are
me
you
see.
not doing captions at all, Tim, Andy?
I'm not on those on the because let me
So let's talk about real estate. So we're doing real estate production.
okay, so if I'm talking about real estate, yes, I'm absolutely 100% doing captions.
Okay, so what I did was fine. That's what I was doing good.
Yeah.
Because my hardest problem was I was doing the captions, it was automatic, and then I had to sync my voice and then I had to sync the video. It seemed like I was just working so hard and backwards instead of like having the video first and then the captions after the video.
Now, are you doing automatic captions within CapCut?
That's the issue. Yes. Right.
Yeah.
That's been the issue. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do that. I have done that in the past, but I don't do that. So the process is what I normally do is once I finish editing my video, I will download that video to my desktop. Then I take that video and I drop it into a program called Descript, Descript, Descript. And I translate, I get the transcript for that video. So once it's done doing what it does, I download the transcript and the SRT file, which is for subtitles. Okay, so then I save all that. So in your case, you would create a Word document and put all this information into a Word document. With me, I put it into Pages. So then I take that transcript that it has decoded and I put it into Chat GPT and I have some prompts within Chat GPT, which is in the training. And I tell it, I don't want you to respond. I just want you to learn. I'm going to drop you a transcript to a YouTube video and let me know when you've learned it. And it does. And then it says, okay, I'm ready to go. Then I ask it to give me 5 titles. Out of those 5 titles, which one does it think would perform the best? It gives me that. Based on that title, I tell it to give me an SEO based description for less than however many words it calls for in YouTube. So it does that. Then I tell it to give me keywords. Then I tell it to give me thumbnail ideas. Then I tell it to give me the thumbnail words that go on the thumbnail. So I kind of use ChatGPT as a cheat sheet and just let it work through the whole thing for me. Then I save all that stuff and I'll show you because I've got, let me see, I'll show you the latest video that I did. Let's see. Let me see if I can share my screen with you now.
I think that process was important. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah. So here's one right here that right here. I just did this public beach access. So, and you probably can't. Can you still see my screen?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so see, that was within that folder, within that one folder, public beach access. Look at everything that's in there. So these are all videos that I went out and did. Um, where I shot the video of each one of the public beach access. And here is the documentation that I'm talking about right here. This is where I save everything. I don't know if you can see that or not. So see right here, this is where I start. I asked ChatGPT to give me 5 viral worthy YouTube titles for this beach access video. It gives me all these. Then it told me that this one was the best one. So then I tell it to give me a description to put in there. It gave me that. So then I tell it to give me keywords. It gave me all the keywords. Then I told it to give me chapters. So it broke out the chapters with the timelines included. So all I had to do is copy these and put them into YouTube. So then it gave me right here, thumbnail phrase ideas. So it gave me 10 of those. Then I asked it to write me a blog post because I know not now, but later I'm going to do a blog post on my Google My Business page. But I'm going to do a blog post and take this video and post it and post a link to it that says learn more. So then I told it to give me a Facebook post. Then I scheduled out a Facebook post. And then here's a Google My Business post right here. So see, I mean, I do all that when I'm sitting down with the video at one time so that, and I save it in one spot so that it saves me all my time later on. Because I know I'm not going to do a Google My Business post for that video right now. That video is not even scheduled to hit. Let's say I scheduled it for 3 weeks from now. So I don't want to post about it now on Google My Business when the video hasn't hit YouTube yet. So I'll wait for the video to hit YouTube, then I go back and I'll take and post it on my Google My Business page. But I already have it. I already have everything in there.
I
So
like that. I think that process is important because I think what I was doing before is I'll do it. I'll come back when I need. I'll go do it instead of do the whole all of it at once. I like that.
yeah, if you take about an hour and sit down and do it all at one time and then keep it in a folder and keep it on an external hard drive away from your, because like literally I can let me see if I can get one
I
of
know
the.
I saved that somewhere on my email, but can you show me where on yours for future reference with that whole prompt thing so we can copy and paste and have that?
So here is what the external hard drive looks like. And I've got three of these, but and each one of them are for different stuff. So this one here is for Agents of Freedom. This is what we do for Agent Attraction. I've
That's why
got
it
a
matches my shirt.
yeah, I got another one that's a different color that's for OBA living. And then I got another one that's a totally different color. And this and that one is for client stuff. So I keep all my client folders in there. Like when I'm selling if I've got a listing agreement with somebody, I keep that in there. I keep it all, even though EXP keeps up with all that stuff in Skyslope, I've got it at my fingertips. So I don't have to log back into Skyslope or none of that. Anybody ask
So
me for a form?
how much is each one and how much memory is it?
You can get them with 2 gigs, that are for like $250 or two,
You
um,
mean 2 terabyte?
terabytes, excuse me.
Yeah, two
So
gig is
yeah,
one thing.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You can get them with 2 terabytes that are like $260, or you can get the 4 terabytes for like maybe $400, something like that.
Okay. So I'll look for some external hard drive deals. Okay. All right.
They're on Amazon even cheaper than that. Some of
Yeah,
these are a little bigger though. Just depends on what size you want. I think he wanted the pocket size.
gotcha, gotcha. I
I mean,
like
they're
that
69
organization.
bucks.
I
Well,
like
it's
that.
very important. The one that I showed you is an SSD hard drive, and that's really important because especially with a Mac, and I don't know so much about Windows computers, but with a Mac, that's really important because the files are interchangeable. So you don't have to convert it to a different style of file whenever you download it onto that hard drive.
Really.
There's a 2 terabyte SSD on Amazon for 139.
There you go.
Hold on, let me
Pretty good
snap
brand
that.
too, SanDisk.
That's the same ones I'm using. Yeah.
That's identical one. Yeah.
Yep.
That's
And when you click
identical.
on it, there, click on it, Tim, because it should be different colors.
2 terabyte, 139. That's not bad.
See it's come down, they got
Okay.
different colors. So yeah. And that's
Okay.
what I did was I just bought several different colors.
Nice.
And
So that
then,
was my issue. I save stuff on my computer. I save everything on my computer and I save everything in my email, in my Gmail. So I bought the whole Gmail thing, but that's a big scam too because that runs out of memory and they try to charge you monthly for it now.
yep,
Even if you open a new email, they give you the minimum and then you use it up and then that's how they get you to buy membership again. So I think this is a better alternative.
I'm fixing to go in and buy that 4 terabyte right now.
Damn.
And that's a
What?
USB also.
Just go 8 terabyte. How much is the eight? Go all out, buddy. See,
550.
550. You were
Yeah,
paying 2 terabyte for 550 before 500. 8 terabytes like the universe. I mean, that's huge. That's a lot.
I know.
That's
Well, the
huge.
reason I bought several of them is because I want to keep each one of the projects separate. So
Right.
Tim will tell you when I go to a meeting at his house, I'll pull one out and go, oh, that's the wrong hard drive, and then I'll pull another one out and go, okay, here I can show you what. So I mean, I carry it with me everywhere I go. I mean, like it's literally at my fingertips.
Me, I would do the 8 terabyte and have 3 separate partitions, and I'd have two of them because I'd have that one backed up also.
Wow. So going back to your process there, Andy, you jumped to downloading the video as your process. So the process where I start is the GPT script, right? Writing a script on GPT. Or you go that after you because you have to write your script before you do your video, right?
Well, when you say writing a script, I'm confused. Are you talking about you're actually writing the script for your videos to where you follow along with a script like on a teleprompter? Is that what you're saying?
Um, I know teleprompter is not the right, more or less like bullet points, but like yeah, somewhat of a script, but not necessarily
More of
has to
an
be a full
outline.
blown. Yeah, like an outline.
I got you. Well, see,
There's
I
still
never do.
stuff that you're reading through it, but there's an outline.
Yeah, I never do that. I mean, I literally never do that.
I think that comes with being doing a long time and being comfortable because like in the beginning my mind is racing like what should I
Yeah,
say? What should I and remember I told you like there's no way I can say enough in 8 minutes and I'm starting to realize it's not enough. It's like
right.
yeah. The video goes so fast. Like even the CapCut when it's doing the thing and the words going and the guy speaking and I'm trying to say it on a normal voice, it's like it's going so freaking fast.
Yeah.
So
So I don't, so to answer your question, I don't know how to answer your question because I don't do that. I don't do a script.
okay. So you're not doing script to video because
No.
I was doing script to video.
No, what I do is after the video's done and I've edited it, then I take that video and drop it into Descript and I get the transcript for that video. That's when I take that transcript, put it into Chat GPT and let it do everything else for me.
Why don't you use YouTube? YouTube has free transcript, right?
It's not accurate.
It's not.
Mm-mm.
And and Descript obviously is a service. How much is that per month?
It wasn't much. It was like 120 bucks for the year, but
120 for
I
the
use
year.
it so much. I mean, like it literally, because I use it over CapCut when it comes to straightening out somebody's eyes. Like Tim and I did some Facebook ads, and he was reading from a teleprompter, and it was just it wasn't harsh, but it was slight. You could just see that his eyes were moving left to right, you know, because he was reading off the screen. But I put it into Descript and told it to straighten out the eyes, and then now it's just his eyes are straight ahead, looking at the camera. They never fluctuate.
Well, that's a good one for that. Okay. So I'll need to get Descript because I was using Merlin because Merlin has that as well.
Yeah, I
So
don't pay for Merlin. I use the free version of Merlin
okay.
because I don't use it that often.
So when you first start, you obviously need a bullet point before your video. So, and then you just go to whatever scene you're doing, and then you're recording as you go. Like each scene you stop and then you record what you want to say, then you stop and you go somewhere else, or how do
Yeah.
you do that? Yeah.
Yeah, listen, the last video that I did was for I think it was a video where we hold on, I'm reading this right here. Yeah, so it was a video thanking people for registering for our webinar. So this is it. I wrote this out, but here's how I did it. I set the camera up right here. I set the microphone close to me. I held this up and I read the first line and I said, "Hey, it's Andy with the Agents of Freedom. Just wanted to say a real quick thank you for registering for our free training webinar." And then I took it and put it in the editor and I cut all that out. And when you see it, it looks flawless. It looks
It,
like,
it flows.
holy cow, the guy. I mean, you could literally do it one word at a time if you, as long as you put it in the editor. I mean, you could say, "Hey, it's
That's a lot of
Andy."
editing, though. That's a whole lot of editing.
Toy, what was your question regarding a script? Because I
Can you
do some
show where?
scripting and
Can you
some
show where?
teleprompter work on occasion.
Say that again.
I said I do some teleprompter scripted work on some of my videos. So what's your question? Maybe I can help you on that.
I don't know if I had a specific question on that, but I was using Big Voo. I like the script because when you look at it, it shows that you're looking at the screen too. But yeah, it's easier because you know what to say and you're not
Mhm.
fumbling your words.
Right.
I'm not talented like Andy where I can just talk.
Let me just
Not
real
on
quick.
video at least, not on video. In person, yeah.
So this obviously is all Google Drive stuff. This is new construction, video 0. Here's all my organization with regard to phases. This is the script that ChatGPT wrote. I tweaked. I put it back in. I said, make these changes. I went back and forth, back and forth. So this is literally loaded into the teleprompter. Okay. Have you ever wondered what really goes on behind the scenes when building a new home? Well, spoiler alert, et cetera, et cetera. So then,
What's your teleprompter?
then, oh shit, lost it. Hold on. I was about ready to show you that.
You use Apple, so you have your own teleprompter for Apple?
Nope, no, I downloaded it.
Because I was using Big Blue for a while, and I think they're pretty good. They're okay.
Let me just get rid of this calendar. Um, you see the teleprompter here?
Yeah. So I can
And
just talk.
this, because I'm a Mac guy, it's on my iPhone, my iPad, and my Apple MacBook Pro.
So I'll sync.
So there's phase 0, and there it is. I can start it and it'll run. I can change the speed, I can change the font size, etc. I can pause. If I get all choked up and have to restart or something, I can pause it instead of starting over. Just super easy. I can use
Yeah.
my mouse to move it as fast as I want. I can jump around. And I pay, I don't know, $50 a year for that. I think something like that. It's not a whole lot. But
So I
that's
see one benefit because with my Mac, say for example, I use Big Vu and I go through Big Vu, I have to upload through Big Vu, I have to download it to my phone, and then if I through my phone or not through my computer, I have to send it to myself, and then I have to download it to my computer, and then I have to upload into wherever it's going, CapCut.
well,
So that
this teleprompter will connect to your Google Drive and just allow you to upload it straight to the app.
so this I can use with Google Drive.
Yes.
What's it called? Just teleprompter only?
Yep, teleprompter. And there it is on my phone.
Blue. Yeah, I don't have that exact blue. It's different. I think because that's for Apple, right?
Nope. Go to the App Store. This is the most upgraded version, and it's free until you have multiple scripts in it. I think you can do one at a time for free forever. But I didn't want to mess with that. I wanted everything here so I could just get after it.
Yeah, mine my my Samsung doesn't have the same as yours. I don't have that. I don't have that
Yeah, I
blue.
don't know if there's an Android app.
Oh, there's different ones, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of them. I just don't know if this one is available on an Android.
Oh, okay.
And guys, I'm going to
Mhm.
bolt again in about 2 minutes. I got another live webinar to get ready to
Nice.
finish up for.
Okay, buddy.
Um,
Good luck.
Thank you.
It's at 2 p.m. Central, right, Tim?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting messages from everybody in the world saying I'm trying to get on, and I mean, I know I got the time right.